We're on the podcast, Rambling Matt Ramage, Tom Crabtree. Why do you look so like bad decisions were made? But Super Bowl
Watch
champion.
your tone. Careful with your words, Ramage.
So I expected to give you a really good intro. It didn't work, but everyone knows who you are. Super Bowl champion, Tom Crabtree.
Yeah. Just in case they don't, give them my career stats, career stat line. This should be really quick, but
1,000.
You know off the top of your head, right?
Oh yeah, 1,000-yard receiver. I mean, that was just your first year.
Anyways, go ahead. I got you rattled now. This is my podcast now. I own this one. This is my night.
You own this thing. All right, so I lost my beer. All right, so how you been? We talked like 2 weeks ago, but
yeah, it's been a while. It's been since at least mid-July since we last spoke. I am well. How are you? How's your family?
Everything is actually really good. Like everything, good. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, but everything is good with me. All right, just working, awesome. Drinking, podcasting, trying to do this thing.
I love it.
So we're gonna talk some football. There's actually like some news to actually talk about, and people want to.
There's stuff going on right now. A couple of weeks ago, I felt like it was just. There's a lot of filler. It was a lot of me flapping my gums, running my mouth, and you're just bored out of your mind. Like, should I just press the button and cut it off, or should I let Tom keep going? Now we have stuff.
Yeah, we have stuff. I actually watched the last podcast because that's the point of doing it on Zoom to have lots of video. But last time I had a lot of beers, and I didn't like how it sounded, so I was like, I'm not going to use all these videos. I mean, not that I didn't drink tonight. I've been drinking. But I tamed her down a little bit. I was like, I'm going to tame it down.
Just one case. You're one case deep tonight.
Yeah.
No need to do 2 or 3 cases.
Yeah. Not on a Wednesday.
I'm right there with you.
But, so, a lot of players, I won't say a lot, but there are some players opting out of the NFL season.
Yes.
And I get it. It actually irritated me that people have opinions on this because – it's a personal choice. If you don't want to play, for whatever reason that you have, your family situation, that's a personal choice. Would you consider, if you were playing, how would you handle it?
I'm right there with you, man. I think it's bigger than a career or football. If folks are in a position and fortunate enough, like some of these players, to be able to opt out. And I don't know the contract details if they do opt out. I straight up haven't looked at it. Not that I don't care, but it's whatever. I don't know the numbers. I'm sure they get some kind of payment or stipend, or I don't know how the hell it works. And that's what folks come here to this podcast for, is that we don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. We pretend we do, and it's okay. We're all in this together because nobody listening to this knows what the fuck's going on either. So basically, where was I? I'm right there with you. If they're in a position to be able to opt out and sit out a whole season for any number of reasons, safety, health of themselves, their family, their community, whatever, bigger picture, however you want to look at it, and good for them. I applaud them. It's tough because I know when I was in it, I love the game. Even when I knew I was probably mentally done and physically couldn't quite keep up, that last year with the Saints, I kept at it just because I love the game so much. I'm like, man, I want to keep going, see where it goes. It's tough when you're a competitor like that to sit out. And that's all you know. They've never done anything else since they were probably 6 years old, bashing their brains in Pop Warner.
Yeah.
That's tough to do. And then to get at this point and be confronted with such a big, global, big world, big picture, I don't know, man. It's heavy, and there's a lot of weight. There's a lot that goes into a decision like that, and I applaud those guys. It's tough, and I respect it.
Yeah, I know a little bit about the contract stuff just because I read Twitter. And I forget what player.
Thanks. Awesome, man. Way to make me look like a complete asshole.
No, but I read a certain player. I forget what player it was, but he explained it that they get a certain percentage of their contract. I think it's like 1/7. Like this particular player got $150,000, but it's not free money. Like that's what irritates me about fans. As far as I understand it, it's not free money. Like if they have a 3-year deal or whatever their deal is, so they're going to give them a chunk or whatever, a small part of that, and then next year's contract that'll come off that. Like it's almost like an advance.
Gotcha.
And if they don't have a contract next year, then they have to pay it back. That's how I understand it. I'm not
It's interesting.
Know it all, but I think that's how I understood it.
Yeah, it makes sense because the NFL, the owners are not in the business of just handing out money.
No, they're not.
Like, no, you just want to sit out. You just want to sit out here. Here's $1 million. Just sit out. No.
Have a good time.
You don't have to pay it back. You pay it back. Are you kidding? Like, what do I look like?
That's
Jerry Jones is like, what do I look like? Some kind of monster? No, you don't have to pay me back for that. You take that. You take care of your family, your health, literally live your life, survive. Well, we'll catch up later. Well, I'll take care of you.
That's what
it's like, yeah, we'll put it on your tab, bud, but go ahead and sit out.
That's what gets me is about people saying, well, I wish I could opt out. Like, yeah. Well, first of all, I can opt out. People at my work have opted out. They're not getting paid. They're sitting home because they don't want to wear the mask or they don't want to work for whatever reason. There's not a bunch, but there's some. And, like, yeah, most people can. You're not going to get fired because of these times, but you're not going to get paid. And yet they're in a better situation than I am, and a lot of people are. But, like what gets me is, like, NFL players, just like any successful people, they didn't win the lottery. They worked hard their whole life since before they could ride a bike, some of them. And now they're here and they got some perks. Like it really irritates me when not to get all serious because I don't like to get serious.
No. Don't say that. This is your show. Get serious if you want.
No, but like
get serious. People I think they appreciate that. They want to know how you feel.
They didn't win the lottery. Like, not even just athletes, but like anyone who's really successful who does very well. It wasn't a lottery one. It was like hard work for a long period of time, and they're good at what they do, and it paid off. And now they're in a position to make a decision that I can't make. But do you want to
know the only reason I made it in the NFL? All right, I'm joking, but no, I'm fucking serious right now. The only reason I made it in the NFL, the only reason I won a Super Bowl, the only reason I ever did anything was because in high school, my high school superlative that I won, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say best looks. No, you're wrong, Matt.
What was it?
I won best luck.
Best luck.
Okay. Senior year, I won best luck, and I had my college football, that scholarship locked down. Like it was like the summer before my senior year. Okay. So some folks thought it would be, and I'm joking. It's harmless. Like I get it. I fucking laughed, kind of a little bit. But I also went on to play in the NFL and won a fucking Super Bowl because of it. But they thought it'd be funny, right? Like, best luck. Like you're so lucky to win to like get a college scholarship.
Yeah.
To play a sport. That's so lucky. And like, no, it's not fucking luck. It's not win the lottery. It's not random chance. Sure, I 100% agree. There are things that happen along the way that are chance or luck, whatever you want to say. Things got to fall into place. I totally agree. There were guys who are better athletes than me, better tight ends than me, that didn't quite like stick with the team. It weren't the right fit. I don't know, man. It worked out. But like to just chalk it up as luck or to say, oh man, I wish I could do this or that. Like I wish I got paid this much when a guy gets a big well, motherfucker, go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want Patrick Mahomes money? Go throw the fucking ball like he throws it. Go on. We're all waiting. Go on. But you can't. And that's the thing. Like with any career or job, there's certain perks, rewards, payment. Like there's things that come along with it. And, like Jesus Christ, like we're in the middle of a pandemic and these guys get the chance to, some of them opt out of a season of X millions of dollars, X whatever hundreds of thousands, whoever they are. And we're going to criticize them for, and I haven't seen a ton of criticism. I'll say that too. I'm not going to make this into a thing that's not. I've seen a little bit of like calling the player selfish or like, oh, I wish I could opt out, like you said. And it's like, dude, like this guy's given up whatever amount that's guaranteed today, tomorrow, like this year, banking on like it'll work out next year and this pandemic will be over or under control. And like they're taking care of their family and themselves. Like, how can you? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think most people are agreeing with us saying, do what you got to do. It's your choice. But I see a couple shitty comments. But like most of them, like I'm not going to get into like details about what players, but a lot of them have like personal, like bad stories of like either with Corona or they have sick family members in other ways. So
there's been some stories coming out of shit. Who was it? There are guys that had it that I didn't even realize, like you didn't even know until like the last couple of days, or like so and so just like it is 100%. It's fully recovered from COVID-19. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like it was Cameron Brate, tight end for the Bucks, for the Buccaneers. Yeah. Very good tight end. Took on, legendary number 84 with the Bucks after I had it. But that's not the
they had to unretire it for him.
Yeah. I gave him special permission to wear 84. But no, seriously, like a fantastic tight end. Love watching him. And I think I saw a thing today that he's 100% recovered from COVID-19. I'm like, well, I didn't even know he had it. And like we're going into camp, and it's insane. Like there's people that have it, and then family members. There's another one. I can't think of a name off the top of my head.
I don't remember none of the names.
He was dealing with family members that had it and trying to take care of that. So it's crazy, man. It's scary.
Yeah, whatever anyone decides. Like I got people at work that aren't working. I'm not like, oh, screw that person. It's like, yeah, whatever. If I could afford it, I wouldn't be at work. But
yeah, like yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I want to show you.
Hey guys, just wear a fucking mask. If you guys want an NFL season, just put your fucking mask on, go do your groceries, and fucking shut up. If you want NFL season, because it looks like we're not going to have one. Like I said months ago,
I know,
and I said a couple weeks ago, and then like I'm saying right now, we're not going to have one. We're going to start an NFL season. We're going to start one. Don't worry. We're not going to finish one. Things keep going this way. Guarantee it. We're not going to finish one.
I said that like since the whole off season. I was like, we're not going to have NFL season. We're not. I was telling everyone at work. I was
not a full season.
Yeah, and then it got closer where like things were happening and like training camp.
Yeah.
And then they made the adjustments, and I was like, maybe we will. But then the baseball had their thing, and then this, and I was like, I really don't see them finishing. Like, I'm going to root for it, and whoever's there is there. Whoever decides not to be there, good for them. And, but yeah, I don't see it. And it's sad. I'm going to root for it still, though. But it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you hope for a full season, see it all the way through to the Super Bowl. But because that means whatever plan they had in place worked for the most part. Everybody is, whatever, for the most part, healthy, safe. But I just have this bad feeling based on, just everything I've seen throughout the country. And now with baseball, the Marlins, like their season's on, they've hit the pause button right now.
Yeah.
Like that's not good. Would they play like 2 or 3 games? And now they're like done until we're recording this on a Wednesday. I think they're done through the weekend, maybe this upcoming weekend. Like that's concerning. NBA's doing okay because they're in a bubble. And that's the thing. Basketball, you can do that. You can control it way more. It's more confined space, smaller teams. Like they got their bubble. You can't, baseball's not doing that. And I guess that your next example or closest comparison to that would be football. Like, how is football going to do that with these big rosters?
Yeah,
and
you can't.
It's scary. In college football, I forget who it was. Somebody. Yeah. There's like college teams that are having issues. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. There's a big time college guy, a cornerback. He'll be a first round pick. I forget his name. I'm not a big college guy, but he made an announcement that he said no. And I heard about that, and
they're shutting some teams down, and they're shutting down out of conference play, like non-conference games for some teams. Like it's That's the big one too. Like college football will not happen or shut down before NFL will.
Yeah,
in my
because
opinion. Just
yeah.
you got bigger numbers, you got more teams, more spread out. Like you got younger guys. I hate to say this, college kids making bad decisions, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like that'll
And
get shut down before an NFL season.
plus, they're not employees because they're not getting paid. So, like, my son's school gets shut down, then because he's not an athlete, he's just a regular kid going to school. Then they can't expect college kids.
He's an awesome kid going to school.
He works with me right now. He's
awesome.
Summer help. I like to just walk
That's
by
good.
him. I like to just walk by and just grill him every day. I'm like, get that boy to work, because I know all the people he's working with. Get him to work. And
give him extra work.
No, he's a good kid. But I'm just saying is like if they're not going to make the average college kid who's just there to learn and do their thing, then they can't say, well, because you play football or basketball or whatever sport, then you can, because they're not employees. Like NFL players are making money. Like that's the whole thing with like NCAA. Like they don't want to pay the kids. Well, then treat them like average college kids. And
they don't have like there's no opt-out clause with the NCAA athletes. They can't opt out and get like a portion of the following year's salary.
I don't think they can. Like you can opt out and get free 2 credits.
Yeah, I'm gonna opt out and live with mom and dad and not come back to school next year.
Well, that's what my kid's doing.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it sucks. I hope like I said, hope we have football season, college, NFL, all that good stuff, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, me neither. But let's move on to some happier stuff. You want a drink?
Okay. Yeah, what you got? What are you sipping on?
Let's change this to a gallery.
Yeah, well,
some Drink Wisconsin beer. This is my first time having it. Show you.
Look at that. Oh, there's a little glare. Hold on. Get it closer. Closer.
That's not like going.
There's more when you get it closer. There's more glare. Yeah,
because there's no light there. I'm fancy. I got this light going on. I can't even see yours. It blends with.
Oh no, the background. Are you kidding me?
Oh no, now you can see it. Just hold in front of you. All right. And people who are listening don't even know what's happening here. But for the video people on YouTube, you get it. We're drinking. Let's drink, Tom. You're drinking a White Claw.
Wrong way.
Licking it.
It's White Claw Wednesday, by the way, here at the Crabtree household. We're recording this on a Wednesday. White Claw Wednesday. Fantastic black cherry. 100 calorie. Wait, 100 calories? What? I thought it was way less.
That seems excessive.
I don't know, White Claw. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call my my people.
I don't know how many calories I got here. It's very small writing. My eyes are not good.
If it's a lot, don't read it out loud because we love Drink Wisconsin Blee. It's
probably it's union made. So I'm a union worker. You used to be. So maybe you know.
So it's got to be good. Good shit right there.
All right, let's get back on track here. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my background for you too. By the way, for those watching at home, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
My regular background. No fluff, no frill, no jokes. Just a real. That's my office.
That's just what's happening behind you right now.
That's the wall behind me. Yeah. All right. Hey, fellas.
Now, I got some guys with me too. I got Devontae Adams. I got Jair Alexander. So. Welcome to the podcast, guys. Meet Tom Crabtree.
Hey, boys. What we got next? What's on tap?
All right, top 100. All right, the top 100.
Wait, before we get started, time out. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. You can edit this out. Is it weird? I'm not like looking at my camera. I've got you over here on my computer screen, and I've got my camera mounted separately over here. Is this weird?
No, because mine's the same way. If you look, people. No,
I'm good.
Nothing. Yeah, because my camera's over here, but my eyes are messed up. So if I look directly at the camera all the time, people just talk about what are you looking at. So I move it, and that's how all the pros do it. You know, Rich Eisen, all these guys. Right. They're not.
You want an angle?
Oh yeah, you want a good angle. That's I'm just trying to be a professional.
All right, I'm gonna go more. I'm going to go bigger angle here.
The people watching on YouTube, this will make perfect sense. For the people that listening, we're going to get back to it. But anyone who's listening, go subscribe on YouTube. What's happening with Crabtree over here? you're sinking into an abyss.
All right, top 100.
I don't even know what an abyss is. All right, top 100. I think Aaron Rodgers. I think a lot of guys got robbed. I think Kenny Clark should have been on the list.
Right, Aaron was way too high. Exactly. Go on.
Yeah, Rodgers. Like, I don't know what they were like. No, Rodgers. Like, I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like not just Rodgers, but all of them. The disrespect the Packers get.
Devontae?
Yeah. Devontae Adams was so low.
What's going on?
Kenny Clark didn't make it. Like, I actually had Kenny Clark on a podcast last week, and I actually asked him about
you do a podcast?
Oh, I have one. You should listen to it sometime.
Yeah, I will. I'll check it out. Send me the link after we're done.
But I asked him about people like not giving them their due, like their respect. And I asked him, I said, do players care? Like, I think we were talking about Madden ratings and stuff. And he said, yes, we care. He goes, but we don't dwell on it and like just like hope we get credit. But he's like, we don't.
Yeah, they do.
He goes, we don't dwell on it and hope, want credit for this and that. He goes, but like, I always say, forget the numbers, watch the tape. And he goes, if you watch my tape, you'll know that I'm a bad son bitch. He didn't say those words. I'm paraphrasing.
He said, like, bad motherfucker.
No, but like, I think it's shitty that like it seems like the Packers always get shit on, whether it's Madden rated, Pro Bowl, top 100. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a biased ass bitch. What do you think?
Is there like do you think there's this bias, like this thing where the Packers, just when you hear the word Packers, and I'm going to make this like it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing for the individual. Like the Packers, it's like, oh, like it's a good team, it's a good organization, it's good like locker room, it's good like it's all big picture stuff. And this is totally like we didn't rehearse this 9 times before we recorded. Like I literally just had this thought, like, is there this thing where like it's all big picture stuff and so the individual gets lost and the individual, like what they contribute and like with the Packers gets lost in the mix and it doesn't get appreciated like it should because the Packers are like bring your lunch pail and like the Packers sweep and like Lombardi and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think
is that what we're seeing?
I think that people love to hate on the Packers. First of all, because if I think we've talked about this before, but like if you look at all like the ESPN FS1 guys, what they do is they always have like one guy, like it's James Jones on NFL Network. He's a Pack, obviously, because he's a former Packer, but like Skip Bayless hates the Packers, cheers for the Cowboys. Stephen A. Smith hates the Cowboys. He doesn't cheer for the Packers, but he likes Aaron Rodgers.
Fucking losers.
But like,
fucking guys.
Those two teams, like the Cowboys, for whatever reason, because the Cowboys suck and they're never. I mean, I wouldn't say they suck right now. I think they have a pretty good team going forward. I think McCarthy is going to be there. I think he's going to do some things. I actually like him, and I'm sure you do too.
Well, no, Matt, you can like I love McCarthy, love Mike. You can say the Cowboys fucking suck and they're going to suck. It's okay. He's a good guy. He's a good coach, but they're going to suck. It's not his fault.
No, I actually do.
Say it like that.
No, but I actually really do like McCarthy. McCarthy is one of my favorite coaches.
Mm-hmm.
He is my favorite coach that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Since I've been alive or whatever. Well, Holmgren was good too. Anyways, but I do like McCarthy because I like that he the history. He talked about the history of the Packers. Like I could just see he loved the whole Green Bay thing and all that. So I always had love for him. And I think the Cowboys have a good roster. They just whatever. The Cowboys suck. But
there he is.
No,
we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you. You need to have me on next week. I'll be back next week. We're gonna get you. You're gonna come around. We're gonna lead. Eventually, we're gonna lead the podcast with why the Cowboys fucking suck with Tom Crabtree.
That could be.
And fuck the Bears.
That could be the whole episode. And the Vikings. Vikings.
Yeah.
I got it back here somewhere. Oh, it fell. No, it's there. Anyways, but it seemed like those top teams, like the Patriots, everyone either loves or hates the Patriots, and there's those teams. So the Packers is that team that people like to they just shit on because it gets ratings. And I know that the top 100 isn't ratings, but I'm just saying, like, another thing is, like Aaron Rodgers, everyone says, well, not everyone, but Packer haters. Aaron Rodgers is overrated. They say, oh, he's done. He's overrated. And then you bring up Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is a top 5 wide receiver. Oh, but he's got Aaron Rodgers. Well, how the hell does that make sense? You just said Aaron Rodgers was overrated. So, like, which one is it? So, like, they're always just shit.
You brought up a good point. I think the good parallel, it's the easy one. The two teams, they both get compared as an organization, like Patriots of the 2000s, 2010s to the probably same time frame to the late 90s through 2010s Packers. Like that those organizations, Patriots, Packers, they get compared.
Oh yeah,
I think there's other players on the Patriots roster that get lost in the mix. They'll get the respect they deserve, and I think it's the same reason. I think it's just a fucking well-oiled machine, and they've done so many things like as an organization the right way that, like, even if you get some like unbelievable once in a generation player to come along and be a part of your team, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whatever, you're gonna have your naysayers and folks that don't believe what their eyes are actually seeing. Like, just like you said, look at the tape, or Kenny Clark said, like, it's as simple as that. Like, these guys don't get the respect because of where they are, which is weird. Like, you would think it'd be the opposite, but you look at a guy like, oh God, I shouldn't say you look at a guy because I can't pull examples that quick. I don't know. But like, if you, the listeners, go look at a guy that like gets respect in some shithole organization, like more than he should, like, I think that's how it works. I think we just cracked the code.
Oh yeah. You know that
we just figured it out.
No, you look at
Einhorn is Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
I know a guy. I
know. Yeah, you know a guy. You look at a guy like.
Look at Matthew Stafford. I'm not saying he's bad. I like Matthew Stafford. I think
dude, that's a great example. I love Matthew Stafford. You look at him as a quarterback, even like down to fundamentals, just improv, everything. I love that guy. I love him.
No, like his
everything about him.
Like, you see that game, I forget how many years ago it was, but this is a game that sticks out for me. He got him all the way down. I think he got a touchdown, but he got hurt on the touchdown. They needed 2-point conversion, maybe. They're right down there, so maybe they need a touchdown. I don't know what they needed, but they were right down there. And his shoulder was like hurt, like he was like all like, oh, I'm out. And then someone called the timeout. So then they're like, well, he can play the next play because I think the other team called the timeout. So then he went in there with a busted up shoulder and then slung it in the end zone for a touchdown or 2-point conversion. I forget how it was, but that's just toughness. That's just grit. Like, I like Matthew Stafford, but he plays for a horribly shitty team. The Lions, like, ownership, they don't care. Like,
here's the thing. Okay. So, like, and I got excited when you said Stafford, and maybe like my excitement like contradicted my point, but I do. But also, it proved my point. Okay, right now we're in the Matrix. Okay, the way this is, my brain, things are getting warped right now. Like, reality, you're not in reality, right? This is all a simulation. I got excited, but actually here to seal the deal, I don't think he's that as good. Like, I think he's the one example people always point to of like a fucking I don't know how I want to put this, and I don't want to get myself in trouble because then the podcast, like the people that are watching, are gonna get me.
Both of them.
I don't think he's as good as like is he good? And I love the guy and his toughness. Yeah, I love him. But like, is he like a fucking like elite quarterbacks? I don't think so. So.
Well, because I think there's a difference between slinging it, and I think the Lions are down a lot too. But like, he can sling it, he can do all those things. But when it comes to crunch time, like, I don't know, because
I'm second guessing myself right now. Actually,
no, I'm starting to second guess myself too. I don't even know.
Fuck. Who's another? We'll edit that out. Who's another example of like a dog shit quarterback that people like? Kirk Cousins. Fuck that guy. That guy sucks.
Dude, Kirk Cousins.
That guy sucks.
Dude, Kirk Cousins is the most overrated quarterback in NFL.
And he gets so much credit because he's on a shitty Vikings team because they suck.
Even when he was playing for Washington, like, you like that? Okay, yeah.
Washington football team, yeah. Fuck those guys.
You get excited because you had one good game. Like, Kirk Cousins doesn't scare me at all. Like, he reminds me of...
That's a good example.
like when Jay Cutler used to play for the Rams, right? And Jake, like, this is legit. Like, as a Packer fan, because you were playing back then, but as a Packer fan, when Jay Cutler got hurt, Packer fans got scared. We were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Backup's going to come in. Like, I don't care who the backup is. Any backup any day could have, like, some –
next Tom Brady's stepping in now.
You don't know.
That asshole's out of the way.
But, like, when Cutler got hurt, that's what it was like. And that's how I feel with Cousins. Like, Cousins doesn't scare me. Yeah, he can make the throws, but he's not going to make 22 of them in a row. Or
he's not scary.
Like a whole game.
He's too scrawny. He's too scrawny. He doesn't – you can tell he doesn't do his neck in his work. Like, he doesn't do his neck in the weight room. He's got, like, a kind of bird neck.
I should do my neck.
Nobody with a bird neck ever scared me. Fucking neck like that. Fucking.
Plus, he plays for the Vikings.
That too.
Only thing worse than if he played for the Bears.
Let's do a different topic because I feel like I almost contradicted myself there. Like I got too excited about Stafford. I'm worried.
All right.
Yeah. We'll cut that whole segment out. Go ahead.
So, what do you think? Big story. Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I think that was after we talked. Did we talk about this?
I think so. That was within the last. Yeah, that was right after we talked, I think.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes signed like a $500 million deal. He just bought ownership.
Literally.
Of the Royals, the Kansas City Royals. And
wait, he did that too?
Yeah, like just like
you're joking, or he like
no, yeah, he's part. I don't. He bought part ownership. I don't know what that even means, but yeah, they're posting about it all day, like the last 2 days. So like, I don't even know what the question is, but like that's insane. Like the amount of money, and I love it that that people are getting paid like that. But
man,
I don't know if there's a question there, but what do you think about Patrick Mahomes? Like these contracts, like how insane they're getting.
What is more insane? That like we're doing a football podcast right now. Okay, like we're pushing the word. You know, there's a lot of football podcasts in the world.
Oh,
folks are doing football podcasts and fantasy football predictions and this and that. Like, or the fact that someone paid another human being to play football $500 million. Okay, so you got two of those both exist. Podcast stuff, football predictions, this and that, fun talk, or paying someone $500 million to play football during a fucking pandemic in which football might not happen.
That's the thing too, is
he going to play? How much was guaranteed? Like he's got to have the best agent. That's the best agent in the world. Dude, best people around him. He might not play another down. And how much is he getting guaranteed? He's probably getting $200 or $300 million guaranteed.
He's got to. I don't have the details. I don't.
We don't. Well, we never do.
No, we're not professionals. I don't know anything. I didn't even plan on bringing him up. I'm just winging it. I'm drinking.
Like, I got a computer in front of me here.
No, but like,
let's see. You keep talking. I'm going to Google it.
So here's one thing I'll say. Because the same thing when Aaron Rodgers signed his big deal. Everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, but a few fans would say, well, now they can't sign anyone to help him. Now, he should have taken less and then so he could win more Super Bowls. Like, dude, I've said this many times, I wouldn't take $1 less from my employer if they said, hey, Matt, you want to take a little pay cut and so we can get more workers and you won't have to work as hard because I'd be like, hell no. I would never tell a player to take a pay cut. Make every dollar because if you get hurt, they will rid your ass. Dude, it will be like if you were on a raft, everyone's drowning, and people were clamoring on and you thought you were going to sink, they will cut you. And you will drown. And that's why I would never tell a player to take a pay cut.
It's all contracts and money like that. It's all business. You got to look out for you, man. It's not about being a nice guy.
No.
It's not about that, man. Once the money's in your hand, you can be a nice guy and do what you want with it. And a lot of them do. Oh, they do a lot of good charity work and that stuff. But when you're talking, let you decide what to do with that money. Yeah. Don't let the owners. Yeah. Tom here. Yeah. Patrick, whoever.
Well,
you take this much less, man, and we'll get you this guy at this position. I don't fucking care. We could go 0-16 and like, and I say that half joking, but it's like, Like, really? Like, if the roles were reversed, like no, you wouldn't take care of these fucking owners. Like, you wouldn't help them. Like, why would you help them out?
Well, you don't even know if they're gonna come through. Like, let's say that they come to Patrick Mahomes or Rodgers, whoever signs the biggest deal at the time, and they say,
I could be 140 million of it is guaranteed. I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because it has potential to be over 500 million, but like
a
lot of it's AFC champion. But it's
through 2030, the year 2031. It's like the next 10 years, right?
Yeah, so in like 8 years, he'll be greatly underpaid, but he's still gonna be all right.
Yeah.
No, but like, if let's say they go to Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, whoever has the deal at the time, and they say, hey, if you take this much less, we'll get you a wide receiver. Like, you don't know that they can or that they will. So then you say, all right, I want to win a Super Bowl. I'll take less, and you give me a wide receiver. And then they don't. Like, they're not going to give it back. Like, oh, sorry, we tried, but so here's another.
Right.
No, that just happened to you. You just got, no agent would let you anyways. Like, get out of here. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah. What?
I mean, I wouldn't say they don't give a shit about you, but it's a business, dude.
That's the thing I wonder too. Like, I don't know if it was different for me not being like a top tier player. Like, I only went through like one year where my contract was up, and I was a free agent, and I had other teams with offers, and the team I was with the Packers. So my agent handled all that, and he would give me feedback. He was good about it, and like we would talk, but I don't know how much was going on behind the scenes from him or the team, or like I don't know how much was really going on. Like, and
yeah, so the players.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if the team was bullshitting him, he's bullshitting me, or like who's getting bullshitted. Nobody's getting bullshit. I don't know. Like, I trusted him, and it's fine. Like, I trusted him to handle that. That was his job. But I don't know. I just don't know if I had all the information, and I wasn't involved hardly at all in the process. So I don't know how much these top tier guys, I would love to know how much they're involved in the process as far as feedback to their agent. Like, tell Jerry Jones to fuck off and give me 100 million more. Like, does the agent go and then literally tell Jerry Jones to fuck off? And then, like, does Dak's agent tell him that and then come back? And then there's like a counter offer and like, no, you go fuck yourself. And like this, 90 million more. I don't know. I would love to know.
I don't know, because like every player you hear, like obviously this is them talking to the media, but they always say, I'm just going to do what I do. I have an agent for that. I'm not going to get involved, and they do their. So, I mean, that's what they're saying to the media, so it's probably the opposite. I mean, it should be.
Well, I don't know. With me, that was the truth. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That could be what it is. That could be what it is.
It could be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder, like, how much are even involved, or they know? I mean, it could vary from guy to guy.
I guess it depends on your, like Richard Sherman. He just did his own deal. So guys like that, are you flexing over here?
Oh, no, my bad. Oh, sorry. Forgot we're on video.
Yeah, you're just over here just flexing for no reason.
Oh.
I could do that too, Tom. I don't know.
Now the podcast people are like confused.
Yeah.
That's good. No, it looks good.
No, but I think it depends on like whatever. I don't know. But anyways. But no, I was gonna ask you. I always forget to ask you this, because everyone talks about like with contracts. When you play for tax purposes, right? When you play, do you have to pay taxes for every city that you play in? Is that a real thing? I've heard this.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You got to have the best tax person in the world, because I can really keep control of my shit over here in Wisconsin.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, whoever I hire for my dad, they're probably good. I don't know. It must be good.
It's weird. Look,
I'm not a fucking tax person. That's why you hire somebody to do it, right? I hope they're good.
That's a crazy thing. Anyway, I've always wondered if that was true, because I've heard it before, but never like straightforward. Like,
yeah, it varies by state, because each state's tax code, or what I'm trying to say, tax code sounds. Push my glasses up.
Nerd.
Yeah, each state's tax code is different, so I don't know.
Yeah, so
Like state, like you talk about like state. What is it in Florida? There's no state income tax.
that's why you think they'd be really good that players are going to play there. No, but
so like like when I played here with the Bucks, that factors in. If you play here as a visiting team, like that factors in for that 1 or 2 paychecks, depending if it's or 1 paycheck, it's a divisional game or whatever. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up, Tom.
No, I know.
You play you. God damn it. You play your divisional teams twice a year, but only one of them's at their location. That's what I was trying to get. I was kind of making sense now. I'm not. Okay.
You know, it's funny because if I said that, people would think Matt's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
well,
Matt.
Obviously, you know that because you played these. Can I show you something real quick?
Yeah, man. What do you got?
I have a Super Bowl ring here. Oh, I gotta try your light here.
Yeah, you gotta adjust your lighting. Do you have a lighting person? You don't have a lighting person? I have a lighting person. My guy Eric is right over here with the lights.
Yeah, I have a lighting person.
I got Sam. Sam is on the cam.
I got Billy.
And then I got John over here on the audio, the vocals. I was gonna say vocals. Hey, oh, do re mi fa sol la ti do.
No, but I have a Super Bowl.
You guys woke my kids up.
I know.
So which one is that? Is that 30?
That's 96. 31.
31?
It's fake as hell too.
That's awesome. Oh, whoa! I thought it was real.
No, I got a whole bunch of them, Tom. People listening don't get it. This one is a little
cool.
This one's. I have like an over.
That's Super Bowl. That's what they're going to look like in the year 2230.
I think it's
when humans are the size of semi trucks.
I have to assume this
900-pound offensive lineman.
I bet this would fit Zadarius Smith. Dude, I met Zadarius Smith when I was at the softball game. He fist bumped me. It's the one moment I'll never forget because his fist was like I felt like it was as big as my head.
Look at my pinky straightened out, completely straight.
Dude, what's with that?
My kids make fun of me all the time.
Do you get like a check every month for that? What the hell?
Oh yeah, dude! I get $1 million check every month for my fucking pinky. That I did that in college too.
Oh, you did in college. You should have. You
Fuck.
should have covered it up. That's like people at my. If they get hurt, at home, they'll just limp into work and say it happened there.
Dude,
no,
I threw my back out like a week ago, throwing my kids around in the pool, and I'm not okay, Matt. I'm not good. This is my cry for help. My back is not good right now. It's bad, really bad, really bad.
Well, you're a top tier athlete, so you should be fine.
Was a top tier athlete.
Now you're aware. Hey, you know.
Whoa. You had a hey and I had a hey. Let me do my hey real quick.
Yeah, you do your hey first.
I tried to join. Fun story. I tried to join the Zoom meeting for the call tonight.
Yeah.
And I texted you. I said, like at the time, I think we were starting at 10 my time. Yeah, 9 your time. I texted you like right around there, maybe like 10:02. I said, yo, password isn't working. Didn't hear from you for like 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck, we got to start this thing. And then I'm like, hey, are you sleeping? Haha, LOL, whatever. Okay, so when you texted me the link or like the info for the Zoom call, all right, this is coming back on me. It's coming around. Hold on, folks. You texted me like 10 till 10. You gave me like the code, like the name, the number code or whatever I need for the Zoom and the password for it. You texted me for the password. You texted PW and then the password. I was using PW in the password when I typed the password in. So when I texted you like 5 or 10 minutes later, I'm like, the fucking password's not, and I'm getting pissed. I'm like, and you're not responding. And I'm like, the password's not working. Like I'm typing it in PWLG, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is going on? I'm using caps, no caps. I'm using got 3 Bluetooth keyboards hooked up. I'm using all the keyboards. Are all the keys working? This fucking PWLG password ain't working.
I should have put the little dots after the password, after PW.
Yeah, it's called a colon. It's called a colon.
Hey,
you should use it sometime because I spent 15 minutes of my life typing PW, LG, etc. into this thing.
You want to know what I was doing?
I just thought you'd like to know. It was not your fault. It was mine. And then I think what happened, I couldn't join later with the real password. I think I had spammed like PW, like I'd spammed your chat so much that it like locked me out. So we had to start a whole thing.
You want to know what I was doing in those 5 minutes? When you
No, I don't know.
I turned my phone on silent because I always forget, and then like I don't want to be in a podcast and my phone.
Oh
did.
yeah,
Happened with Kenny Clark. I feel like an asshole because my phone dinged during the podcast. And then with him, I was on the phone with him, so I had to actually like silence it. And then he probably heard it like, look at this.
Good story, Kenny. Hold on. Just be quiet for a second.
No, but what I was doing when you were texting me, so I had that phone on silent, I was turned around. I was trying to adjust Devontae. All right, you can't tell, but his head's kind of stuffed in the corner because you can only see Jair because Devontae was behind me, and I felt like I was disrespecting this man by having him just stuffed behind my. Yeah, so I had to raise him up because I will
move him up in the rankings.
I will not disrespect the top 2 or 3 wide receiver in the league, and I would say 1. But anyways,
he's top 3.
He's top 3
for sure. I agree.
For sure, most definitely. But I know that I don't know. I was going to say something else, but I know that you got stuff to do tonight. It's after 10 o'clock. I lose track of time when I'm doing these podcasts, but hey, but from now on, so everyone knows who's still listening or still watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, this podcast was so much better for you. I guarantee it. This podcast, the whole thing is going to be on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Don't leave before you subscribe because we're going to do a lot more of this stuff. But I'm going to try to get you to come on like once a month. I know you were on like 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to ask you a lot. When you don't want to, you just say, go to hell. I don't want to do your shitty podcast. There's so many good podcasts.
Oh, yeah, I will, for sure.
No, but I appreciate you taking the time. And I think we got a good system going here. I think we got it.
Yeah, man. Hit me up. Like there's not a whole lot going on in the world that would prevent us from talking about a lot of good football games and film and breakdown stuff next month. Like I foresee us talking about, regularly scheduled NFL season here pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to it, bud.
No, but if for some reason the NFL season doesn't happen, I'm sure there'll be news. First of all, my podcast, I don't like talking about news. Like a lot of people, I'm not talking bad about other people's podcasts because they're good at what they do. But I don't like talking about like people like, let's break down the roster. Like that's not my deal. Because first of all, I'm an idiot. I don't know. I know that we got a lot of running backs, and I like them all. And I like them, but I can't tell you like whatever. But no, I was gonna ask you some stuff about like what movies in this and that, but we missed it. So next time
we'll get
next time we're gonna talk about like what moves Tommy Crabtree.
Ooh.
What does Tommy Crabtree do?
What moves my needle?
Doing what he's doing at that time.
I like it.
Yeah. What makes the waves run? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What gets my engines running?
Yeah. What I think we'll just end it there.
Cut.
I'm running out of analogies for that.
Close it. Shut it off.
Yeah, like I have a guy. His name is Bobby. I'm gonna call him Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, cut. And now I act like
hey, love you, buddy. Hit me up. We'll do it again soon. All right.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you coming. I know a lot of people ask to come on their podcast. Don't do any of them. Only do mine. All right.
Deal.
All right. Peace out, man.